What is up, my dudes? I am back with a few announcements and, of course, my first impressions / thoughts on the new release, which is, let me check what it is. B-171. I think it's a triple booster set. Don't quote me on that. Let me check. Yeah, B-171 Sparking Triple Booster Set. Shout out Red Bull. All right, so first thing I want to ask you guys is to please join my Discord server. It's up and running again. Lots of good stuff there, so go check it out. Link will be posted right here, as well as down below in the comments. The next thing is daily videos. That's right. I'm going to be doing daily uploads from here on out until I either burn out or whatever. So I couldn't believe it either, but it's going to happen. Trust me. I don't know when I'll be uploading every single day, but it will happen. So be on the lookout. Turn on those notifications and subscribe if you have not already. So the next thing is I want to ask you guys for any video ideas you may have. Make sure to comment them below again, and I'll give you a shout out for it. Simple as that. I also have a new printer, an FDM based, so I've been printing lots of cool parts, as you guys can see. So these are just some samples I've been printing. I've actually been doing that for the last 2 weeks, so that's why I haven't been uploading as much. Anyway, let's get to this, I guess, news update. I don't want to call it a news update because every Baytuber and their mom and their dog are doing updates now, which is super lame. So I'm really just going to tell you how I feel about it, more so than anything. And if you're looking for information, go to the source, go to the World Beyblade organization, worldbeyblade.org. You'll probably find more details and information before even Baytubers post their videos. So take it from a Baytuber, go to the source. It's probably going to help you out way better. So the link to the WBO thread where you can actually read constant updates on that is down below, as well as the main website. But yeah, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on this new release, which is said to be released on the 8th of August, if not around that date. I don't know the exact date. And obviously the highlight of this set is the new Dragon, which we'll get into it last. But I want to talk about the other two Beyblades because, again, I want to give my thoughts. So it's B-171, it's a sparking release, and it's a triple booster set, so I'm going to guess it's going to be kind of pricey, just because those sets tend to cost like 3,000, if not 4,000 yen. We're going to be looking at, so maybe $30 to $40 retail. That doesn't take into account reseller prices, so you might be paying up to like 50 or 60 for this set, which can be overkill for some people. So my word of advice is to check out Amazon.jp. If you haven't already, make an account there, and you can actually order straight from Takatomi, Japan. So you can avoid the middleman, pay close to retail, and get fast shipping. Honestly, it's like the best way to buy Beyblades. And again, advice from your Baytuber. No bull crap. This is a real deal. So anyway, there's 3 Beyblades, like I mentioned. The first one that I want to talk about is Naked Diabolos. And man, I still laugh about this base because naked, why would they use the word naked? I don't understand the connotation there. It's definitely weird, but it's Naked Diabolos, and it's actually kind of a nice recolor. The naked base is like black and red, kind of reminiscent of like Venom, the original Diabolos. And then it has the Diabolos 2 chip. So not the original, but the second one that came on Master. And it's like, I want to say it's golden. Actually, no, it's more like a red, fiery bronze red, and then a black dragon on it. So this looks very, very nice. Of course, the highlight of this Beyblade is that it comes with Goku. So if you guys don't know, Goku came on Brave Valkyrie, or not Brave, / Valkyrie, the gold edition. And it was super hard to come by. There's only 2 other ways to get it. So apart from this set that's coming out, there was like a WBBA promo thing, and then there was lastly the Rare Bay Get Battle. But overall, this weight is super hard to get, and it's arguably the heaviest weight ever released. It has all 6 hexagons filled out, and it's heavy. So probably the best GT weight you can get, and they're releasing it to the public now. So this is good news for us who don't want to overpay for one part. Now, as far as the rest of the parts, if I could find on the WBO what the parts are, I will go over it right now. Okay, wow, I spent like 2 minutes trying to find out this information. That's how unprepared I am, but I'm still gonna talk about this stuff. So, Beyblade.news on Instagram, shout out to that guy. He actually posted the part names. So, I think it's gonna be Naked Diabolos, 11, and then WV. Have we had that driver before? I don't think so. So, are we getting a new driver on this? This just seems so out of place, but hey, it seems like an okay combo. 11's kind of trash, but hey, they're giving us Goku on this. And Naked, which Naked is also kind of hard to come by right now, so at least the colors are good on this Beyblade. Is it going to be good on its own, like stock? Probably not, but the parts are good, so that's a plus. The next up is Curse Satan. That's right, we're actually getting a Curse Satan here, and it's going to come with Arrow Dash, Hold Dash, and then 1D. So I guess this is TT's way of letting you get an easier Curse Satan, given the fact that it's a random booster prize and it's overpriced for what it is. I still don't even have one yet, just because it's super hard to come by and it's expensive. So this is good. Unfortunately, they're giving us Arrow Dash and Hold Dash instead of the stock combo, but they kind of have to mix it up just because it is a triple booster set. So Arrow Dash, first of all, is really hard to come by in Japan. I know us Hasbro, I guess I'm not a Hasbro Blader, but if you buy Hasbro, you do have a chance to get Arrow Dash from the Hasbro release of Shining Materials. But this is easier for anyone who doesn't want to buy that. And then there's also Hold Dash, which Hold Dash didn't have another release. The only other release of this was on the Grand Valkyrie limited edition, WBVA exclusive. I think that's pretty rare nowadays, so hey, another Hold Dash, can't complain. I really like Hold as a driver, and we're getting another Dash version of it. So I don't think we know what colors these are, like these parts are, but hey, the combo itself for the Curse Satan, or actually, hang on, I didn't talk about the chassis. It comes with 1D, typical. So like the top is entirely like the stock Curse Satan. But if we look at the colors, let me just pull it up. It looks like the base is still kind of that like dark black or dark gray color, but the rollers are now kind of like this golden, if not clear yellow. The chassis still looks silver, and then the Satan chip is now green. So interesting color scheme for sure. And then of course Arrow Dash looks to be silver, and then we don't really tell what the driver is, what color is, but hey, the chip core is kind of like golden green, almost like an emerald with gold. That actually looks pretty freaking nice, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so Curse Satan. This, like I mentioned, good way to get the prize Beyblade if you are looking only for the layer, but the other parts, I guess, are also easy ways to get previously rare parts. So not a bad choice. However, I'm not a fan of the color. Green and yellow and black is just like, ugh, it doesn't work. But hey, can't complain. The star of the show, of course, is Tempest Dragon, that being the new dragon. I think we all saw it coming though. Dragon was gonna come sooner or later because Drum is still in the anime. So pretty cool. We get a sparking version of Dragon, though it is pretty unique. I think what Cartoon is doing is they are using new parts and old parts to make the previous protagonist Beyblade so that they're not entirely new, if that makes sense. So it is the main reason to get this triple booster, and the parts are as follows. They are the Dragon Chip, the Tempest Base, 1A, and then Charge Metal. So yeah, this is unique. I have quite a few thoughts on this. First of all, Charged Metal, boys. This is cool, Charged Metal. I didn't really see a reason for making Charged Metal, but hey, I can't complain. The only thing is, we did get Charged, or we're getting Charged Dash in the latest random booster, so why couldn't they make it Charged Dash Metal? Why couldn't we? But it's whatever, I guess. The next part is the 1A chassis. So it's blue, looks pretty good. I don't think we've gotten 1A recently at all, so hey, another 1A. It's a pretty solid chassis. I think it's probably one of the heaviest, and it still has some uses, so pretty good. And then the Tempest Base, which actually changes modes. So there's two wings that pop in and out, and I think this base still has rubber on it. So it is reminiscent of Imperial, but not as bulky, I guess. It looks a little bit slimmer. And yeah, the color scheme here just, it's interesting. I'll say that, because it does kind of bring back the Ace and Imperial Dragon vibes, but we're getting just like this red, white, blue, gold. Man, it's kind of like a mess, but like a good mess, like a creative mess. And then of course the sparking chip, which looks interesting. They kind of have Dragon's Claw, like super huge for some reason, and then the Dragon Head doesn't look that big. It does look like the previous Dragon iterations, just in a sparking form. And then of course the chip core, which is red and silver, so not bad at all. I was expecting Charge to come on this. Honestly, I was expecting Charge Dash, but we're getting Charge Dash in the random booster, therefore Charge Metal seems like a good choice. And then 1A, can't complain about that again. So overall, this Dragon's pretty good. I think it's going to be really good for attack. Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of people were speculating that they would include 2 other forms of Dragon, kind of how like we had Rock and Grand. But it kind of looks like Takara is sticking to just one form now that kind of blends all of them in. If you do look at the Tempest base, it's not strictly attack oriented. It kind of has like more rounded edges. So more or less a mix of all 3 types. So good on Takara for doing that. I know some people are probably upset that we didn't get another electric driver, but I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like electric drivers were just like a one-time gimmick and maybe they just didn't work out. I know a lot of people had issues with them breaking. Mine still work. Personally, I think they're too bulky for their own good. Like, it would have been cool to see a slimmer driver. These things are just these chonkers that really just, I don't know, I feel like they just roll around too much. Almost like Hypersphere drivers. But yeah, so that is it for my initial impressions. Overall, do I recommend this set? Of course. If you buy Takara, or if this is your entry set to Takara, go for it. There's a lot of rare and good parts, and you're getting the new Dragon. Again, I would avoid paying resale prices from like resellers. I know it's tempting, but you're gonna be paying maybe 30 to 40% higher above retail, so you can totally avoid that just by using Amazon.jp. So that's my recommendation for you. Again, there's gonna be daily uploads, believe it or not, it's gonna happen. So tomorrow I'll have another video ready for you guys, and I hope you guys stay tuned. It's gonna be rapid fire. When I say that, I mean it. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.